What's good? What's good? It's the Leonard here. Back at it again with the white vans. You know what I'm saying? What else can I say? I've been Tampa Bay. Now I'm in the O. I'm in the ooh. Now I'm in a yeah. But this little podcast, a little Yappcast, a little update on where I've been, what I've been doing. Before that, let's read the word of what we mainly gonna be talking about. You can title it two things: factors out, or Jesus over Jesus over circumstances. We gonna be reading we are going to be reading out of Matthew 14 verses. Matthew 14, 22 to 31. Mainly we're going to be focused on 28 to 31, but it's just like, you always got to give context to the word, because people like to distort and make things fit their secret agenda without the context. But context means everything. Somebody might say a good word, but the context is way different, my brother. And you've been deceived. That's how they get you. Read for yourself. But yeah, starting at 22. Immediately Jesus made his disciples get into the boat and go before him to the other side while he sent the multitudes away. And when he had sent the multitudes away, he went up on the mountain by himself to pray. Now when the evening came, he was alone there. But the boat was now in the middle of the sea, tossed by the waves, for the wind was contrary. Now in the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went to them, walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, "It is a ghost." And they cried out fear. But immediately Jesus spoke to them, saying, "Be of good cheer, it is I, do not be afraid." And Peter answered him and said, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." So he said, "Come." And when Peter had come down out of the boat, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw the wind was boisterous, he was afraid. Beginning to sink, he cried out, saying, "Lord, save me." And immediately Jesus stretched out his hand and caught him and said to him, O you of little faith, why did you doubt? And when they got into the boat, the wind ceased. Then I received even more revelation that I had beforehand. Yeah, the lighting is going to change due to the fact right now, due to my current conditions, I don't have controlled lighting as much. I mean, I do back there, but right here, just the window. Kinda hungry, but I got the word right here. But yeah, that's crazy. So beforehand, when the boys was in the boat, let me stop. But yeah, why I title it Jesus over circumstances is due to the fact that the boys was in the boat. Alright, let me stop. But yeah, the boys was in the boat. I'm still saying them boys. That's crazy. You can take me out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of me. That's on baby. Whoa. I need some renewing, some fresh water, something. I need to transform my mind, be renewed. So I can't be talking like that. All jokes. But yeah, dang, it's a Yappcast. So it's like, you watching or you not? It's for me. At the end of the day, I've been off the tube for a reason. This is my dream, this is my life. Whatever happens, baby. Yeah. Chase your dreams though. So something I caught was, but the boat was now in the middle of the sea, tossed by the waves, for the wind was contrary. So the boat, when they were in the boat, they were already tossed by the waves, They were already in a situation, right? So boom, Jesus pull up. They thinking it's a ghost. oh, it's a ghost. But Jesus said, knowing that they said that, he said, immediately Jesus spoke to them saying, be of good cheer. It is I. Do not be afraid. My sheep know the voice of the sheep. But yeah, in this context, I would say they're not wrong in the sense of like they think it's a ghost. So Peter pulling up talking about, Lord, if it's you, command me to come to you on that water. If it is you. But at the same time, I'm thinking like, if you think it's a ghost, right? You wouldn't be telling that ghost to, you wouldn't even be, you know? But he said it is him. But Peter like, ooh, if it is you, you know what I'm saying? But the way I was reading that, I was thinking like, it's either like he's like his heart placement, like where his heart at? Like, is he testing to see if it's really him? Or is he testing to see, yeah, if it's really him? So he told him, because he knows the power of God, what he can do. The man is walking on water already. Side note. Y'all think Jesus walked on water because he didn't know how to swim? Oh. I think that's what I get. Because like he could have just swam. Why do you have to walk? To show his glory, because everybody else can swim, so he had to walk. Everybody else got to go through the water, battle the waves. He's so powerful, he's so brave, he's so great, he just walk on it. Because no matter how strong the wave is, he's going to be on top dictating what happened. The wave don't control him, he control the waves. Not even, like, the wave don't affect him. He just keep going. Everything is weather, but he is the sky. You feel me? Yeah. But that's the mindset we gotta have too, so we don't get affected by everything else. Because like, if you're the sky, you're good, because everything that's going on is just weather. It's always changing, but you remain the same, the sky. You know, stay faithful. He was like, come. And he got out, he started walking. And like, ooh, he's like, okay, he started walking. But then, Buddy Pete, like, the waves were like, it was getting to him. Then you know what happened? He was straight, but he became something. You know what he became? He became afraid. What he said, it says, but when he saw the wind was boisterous, he was afraid. So he saw, he heard, he saw the winds, he saw the, context. Boisterous means many things. It can just mean loud, lacking restraint, disorder, or like chaotic. So like, the wind was loud, the oceans, the waves loud, chaotic, storm, you know, going crazy, you know. Am I in focus? You in focus? Yeah, I'm in focus. Wind's going crazy, He became afraid. All those things were true. Like the waves were hitting, the wind was going. But another thing was true, is what had you walking on that water. What had you walking on that water despite the waves and the wind? Jesus. He is your power, he is your strength. You had enough faith to step out in that boat. Because if it is him, he's gonna let you get out and let you walk. Right? But no, you saw something, you heard something, and you forgot about who was in front of you. You forgot about what was your source of strength. You forgot on where your faith was. Your faith was in something you've never even done before. Your faith was in something that's been done only by one man, But because your faith is so strong and it's within him that through him you can do all things, you had enough faith to take that step and walk. But once you realize, even through this, even through the fact I'm doing something new, doing something I've never done before, because of Christ Jesus, you allow your circumstances, the things around you, the things you hear, the things you see, take you away from what's in front of you. Take you away from the Almighty One. And what did he do? He didn't become brave and kept going. He did take a step of faith. I give him that. But what he did, he became something he's not. He became afraid. For you're not made in the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. For God renews you. He restores you. He says you can do all things through him that strengthens you. He says we're made in his image. He says we're powerful. He says we're chain breakers. He says we're restorers. We deliver. We prophesy. We break generational curses. He say we walk in newness. You are allowing things that are true, but that's been seen and known before, and it's been known and will always be known. Sometimes things can get shaky. Sometimes things can get loud. Sometimes things can appear very, but at the end of the day, it's all been conquered. It's all been defeated. And you abide in the one that defeated it all, and he gives you the power, the strength, and authority, and the dominion over all things. So why be afraid? Why be afraid? Fear not, but be still. Sometimes we gotta just be still and just know. Like, just be still and know. Another thing, he became afraid, but what he could have became and stayed in, not even became, what he could have just stayed in. Like, sometimes, back to being still, like, we have to realize, even me, like, we've been given power. We've been given authority. We've been given dominion. We've been given what we've been given. Sometimes we just have to be still and stay in that. And when we stay in that, we soak it in. And we just meditate and remember it, and it becomes who we are. So when anything comes our way, that's true, that's happening. But what's happening here is not affected by that. So, like, just be brave and know who you are. That's something I am in the midst of, knowing who I am because of Christ and knowing what I did become and just unraveling those things and restoring, changing, transforming. Like, it's a lot of work that has to be done. But I'm here for it because I got the miracle work on my side. But a funny thing that, like, I peeped just reading it again, it said immediately Jesus stretched out his hand and caught him and said to him, no, just that part, but also he's like, Peter said, Lord, save me. Like, yesterday when I read it, when it said, and immediately Jesus, it's just like, it didn't hit me like it hit me this time. Like, immediately, when you call upon his name, he is there. You call upon his name with a pure heart, he is there. You call upon his name, you seek him, you search for him, he is there. He's there every time. He will help you. Just as you reach out your hand, call upon him, and he reaches out his hand and he has it right there, don't forget, you gotta hold on to it. Don't forget that. You know, sometimes we just be testing him to see if you are willing to help. Okay. Oh, you would forgive me even though I need help. Okay, let me go sin again. Like, oh, you're always there. When I call you, you always, let me go do this again. Like, nah. Like, but I would just say, ask yourself, when do you lose faith? Just in any situation. It doesn't even have to be like spiritually. Just in any situation. When do you lose faith? Like, because faith is confidence. And this is trusting and just knowing. So, say for instance, when you're at the gym, when you're working out, when do you lose faith in yourself as to when you're not going to be able to lift? Or when do you lose faith in yourself when you don't think you can finish the workout? But when you realize when, figure out the why. When you figure out the why, it would tell you all that you need to know. And I'm just going to tell you this. It all stems from fear. When you're so confident that you might, I don't know, make a great content video. You have a great idea. But then once you start shooting, you might get discouraged. But figure out why. Or you shoot it, you're confident, then you start editing. Then you get discouraged, you lose faith. Figure out why. And the when. Like, something so simple. This is like not a good thing, but like, say you bring in a big bag. You think you about to throw, you have so much faith you about to throw it down. But then you start eating, and get to the point you lose faith, you gonna finish. Cause you look on that plate, still food there. And like, dang, that's when you lose faith. But the why is that you feel your stomach being filled up, and you see how much food is on that plate, and you don't think you can make it. You don't think you can fill yourself up. That's a good thing though, because that's gluttony. You sinner. Let me stop. Hey yo, that's funny. But yeah, when you studying for a test, like, you have confidence you're gonna pass that test? Do you get discouraged while you're studying, or while you're taking a test, or right before? You study so good, you have so much confidence, but then once that paper gets in front of you, that's when you get discouraged and you lose faith. Just the simple fact that now it's in front of you, the challenge, what you've been building yourself up for. Like, that's fear. That's the definition. Like, that is fear. Like, you studied so hard for this test. You flashcards. I don't know, simulations, quizzes. The moment comes, oh, slept good before. Talking about breakfast. You never eat breakfast the whole school year, but this morning you got up and ate breakfast. You went on a run, prepared. You took vitamins. You brushed your hair. You took a good shower. You woke up and you saw the lady across the street and you actually said good morning. You drove around smiling, jamming out the music, whatever you do. You saying good morning to everybody on campus. You asked your teacher how they morning went. And they ask you, oh, you ready for the test? You like, yeah, I'm ready. I studied. Man, this cake. They put the test right there in front of you. You didn't even grab your pencil yet. Fear. It just comes, and you're scared. You think you're gonna fail the test. You just completely disregarded your whole morning. You completely disregarded all the work you put in. You completely disregarded all the time, the effort, the tears, the strategy, the quizzes, all the work you put in. It went out the window the moment you saw the test in front of you. What you've been practicing for, what you've been studying for, what you've been battling for to achieve. Once the test is in front of you, you become scared. You become fearful, and you run away. And now you're shaking, you're getting anxious. You don't think you're gonna make it. You don't think you're gonna pass. And now when you're looking at questions, you were just good. Like, you got so many similar questions, but now you're so anxious. Now you're down on yourself. Now 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 4, it equals 7. Like, no, 9 plus 10 is not 19, it's 21. But yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Because we all been through that. Not me though, I dropped out. You know, but yeah. Dang, 22 minutes, yap session. But yeah, y'all boys, that was just a little devotion, yap session. Jesus over circumstances. Y'all boys stay blessed. Y'all boys don't stress. Keep God around y'all chest. Be restored, be renewed, be transformed by the Spirit of the one true living God. And yeah, do not fear. There's one thing for sure, one thing for certain. That is the enemy, the devil's #1 weapon against you. Just remember that. It is fear. Because all you thinking about is the negative. Instead of have faith in goodness, you have faith in negativity. Like, all that faith before you got that test was goodness that you were gonna pass, because what you know, all the work you put in, what you've shown to be. But now your fear caused you to have faith in everything opposite of that. You think you can't do it now. That's how the enemy works. That's how even the enemy works. Don't play yourself. Better know the God you serve, boy. Yeah, boys. See the waves? You know, I'm capping. But yeah, hope you received what you needed to receive. I hope God speaks to those who have heard. Faith comes by hearing. And the only way you can hear is somebody speaks. So faith comes by a willing vessel also that's willing to spread the good word. So I say to you, truly, I love you, I care for you, and I want you to do good things. And I want you to suffer and be disciplined, because that's one of the fruits of the Spirit, long suffering. Because love endures all things, but nobody wants to hear that part. But yeah, I don't know why I'm going another rant. Y'all boys be easy, man. I'm gonna stay safe. I'm gonna stay blessed. Y'all don't gotta worry about me. Just keep praying for me. For a sound mind, to walk in that, for being a willing hand, to stay focused, stay locked in, stay seeking God, seeking first the kingdom, putting God first. Literally, just pray for me to just continue to seek, put Him first, to look through His lens, to filter out everything through the lens and the eyes of Christ. That's all I ask for. But yeah, I am vision, the vision for the lost and blind through Jesus Christ, and I am the Leonard Joseph. Skate. sword of the spirit. Oh my goodness.